Oh, boy. Welcome, everybody, to the Detroit Cast with Mike and Jay. Shalom, Biggie. Hello, Jay. How are you?
Hello, Michael. I'm well to quite well.
Do you guys sound normal? Normal as usual?
I haven't felt the same since we've been in this new spot, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
It sounds really good, but after grind time is here, there's definitely, I'm like, oh, boy, was something tweaked or things...
Probably.
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, welcome, everybody. How's your days going? Going all right?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Mine's been filled with shit. I've still got Peanut, running around. I finally called Beth. Was like, will you please come take this fucking dog for the afternoon?
I was going to say, dude,
so
at some point,
get
dude,
something done here.
no offense to her. I mean, but you're a really nice guy about this stuff. But you got to be able to, dude, it's her kind of taking this on, so you should.
Oh, no. It's not her
okay.
fault. No, not at all. She texted me. I could have easily. She
Okay.
expected me to say, fuck no. But she was like, any chance? And I was like, yo, T. What do you think? He's like, oh, damn, dog, that thing's adorable.
Okay.
So
My
it was
bad.
like, we took that on, and she's like, well, I'll help, So
Okay.
not her fault at all. But little maniac is biting the shit out of me. Oh, he's in that teething stage. And I don't know, how do some dogs get shark teeth? Because he's got baby shark teeth. They're sharp.
Is it a he or a she?
It's a she. I keep saying he. I want it to be a he so bad because I want to call him Bill or something. But yeah, there's little Peanut. And little Peanut sleeps like crazy. Dude, I took this video last night, and I was laughing so hard. She's just laying there on her back. Her whole tongue's out. And she's dreaming. And she's like... and her arms are going... Dude, I have to show you this video. It's so fucking funny. Oh, my God. I'm having so much fun with this little guy. And
I was laughing yesterday as Isis was taking it out to
Oh,
poo.
my God.
Come on. Come here, boy. Come here.
I know,
Again,
man.
it's like very confusing what gender this thing is.
Yeah.
But
I know,
come
I
here.
just-
He won't go. He won't go poo. Like, I think it's a girl, but
Well, no,
whatever.
well,
Yeah.
the other
Then
thing.
the thing's tromping around in your bushes and stuff, and he's just like, I don't know.
She's looking for a spot, like, don't look at me. I'm taking a dumps, okay?
well, there's the other thing. Of
That's what she's doing. She's trying to find a little privacy.
A little privacy. I get
Yeah, and I get that. I don't want you guys walking in while I'm in the bathroom.
Well, no, but the other thing is, like, I'm just not used to... I mean, obviously, I don't take care of babies, let alone a dog. And so, like, it's trying to, like... She's trying to, like, eat, like, things. Like, she's taking, sticks and stuff. So I'm trying to,
Yeah.
like, be super on her, like, knowing that I don't want her swallowing sticks.
Oh,
and
you mean when
stuff.
she almost died the other day when I had to fucking reach halfway down her goddamn throat?
it. Wood chips or something?
She got, like a leaf will have the stem on it, just a little stem.
Sure.
And so you can't stop them. They're little vacuums. Everywhere they go, they're just like, oh, there's got to be something somewhere. Lick, bite.
Right.
And so they just put everything in their mouth. Doesn't matter what it is. And so she's just grabbing a leaf and drop it and then pick up this. And, she's teething. She's a baby. So she picked up a little fucking leaf and just bit and got this stem about an inch and a half long. And she's just like,
Stuck in the throat.
And I'm like, okay, get it out. I'm like, what do I do with this? And she won't stop. She's just like, and I'm like, this thing's fucking choking out, man. And so I just pry her mouth open. I stick my finger as far down her throat as I can. I'm like, it's a fucking stick. And I'm just like, and I pull this thing out. And she's like, thanks, man. Whoa, that was close. And then she was fine. But I'm like, you gotta watch this thing like a hawk. And Isis, no offense, I appreciate you giving me a hand yesterday with that, taking her out and, go potty and feed. I'm just like, I gotta go, dude. I'm in the biggest fucking hurry. Just feed her and let her out. She's in the cage. And it's like when they come out of the cage at that age, you just pick them up and you take them outside. You don't let them decide to follow you. Come here. Because they'll just go, oh, I got out of the cage. I got to whiz. And they'll just whiz. So it's you just pick them up and fucking take them outside. It's tiny. It's 7
well,
pounds.
I don't know that, man. I don't take care
I
of
witnessed
dogs.
the back end of that process. Come here. He won't come here. Come here. He's holding
Yeah.
the door open.
He calls everything
Everything's
a
a
he.
he.
Everything is a he to E.
Just pets, I guess. That's not everything. Pets.
It's weird. You get so frustrated and irritated by them. You're awkward as shit, but then you've got this relationship with Tony that is unexplainable.
Whoa.
It's like
I'm
this
not.
loving relationship with Tony. You're
written
very
in the stars.
It is.
What are you talking about? I'm awkward in the sense that I'm not an authoritative person, so I'm not good at I've never been with animals. Good at I can't be a trainer of an animal. I can't sit there and be mean to them. But
Well, no one's asking you to be mean or train them.
I know, but when you say awkward or weird,
It was awkward. I'm with
it's
Mike on
both
this.
of
Dude,
you.
it's
I don't really
very
care.
awkward.
I love playing with animals and watching him on the yard and shit. But no, I don't know how to take care of him, and I don't know what I'm doing. So sorry.
Leading to the awkwardness.
Well, that's what awkward means. It's like weird. You like reach down, like, do I pick it up? Am I gonna break it in half, or what? It's just
but
awkward. It's not a bad thing. I said thank you for helping. I did. I prefaced this whole thing by saying thank you for helping.
Okay, you're welcome.
Fuck. Don't you sit for dogs? Don't you house sit for animals for other people?
You've been paid. You're a professional
You're a
dog
pro,
sitter.
I am not a professional.
Pro period dog sitter. You've been paid.
Yeah,
I haven't been paid
true.
to dog sit.
Me either. Not once in my life.
Okay. I don't know.
That's how you treat them all, the way I saw yesterday. Like,
yeah, sure.
Come here,
exactly.
Dude, man, he won't come. Wow, gross. Man, look at this guy.
Sure, that's exactly.
So what's the time frame on this peanut? How long do you have her?
I don't know. It pisses me off, though, because she's not adoptable, and I can't post pictures or videos.
She's a cute.
Oh,
she's the cutest
so
thing I've ever
cute.
seen.
Dude, I have some videos that'll blow people away, and I can't post any of them, and it stinks. It is cheating for social media still, but I'd love to put them out there because she's so adorable.
What's stopping you?
They don't want me to, because it's not an adoptable thing, and it's not really ours. It's not like she was found on the streets. It was taken from someone.
Can't just be like, hey, everybody, look at my living room floor. Oh, there's a dog in the middle of it.
Yeah,
no?
I know, right?
I mean, it's your house. There's a dog in here.
Yeah.
Start filming.
Yeah, just start shooting. Like, oh, what was that ran by? I don't know what that was. Crazy. I don't know.
Cutest little dog ever.
I've been filming my floor for years, posting them on social media. What's the problem? Yeah, so I got to be careful, apparently, and I'm not allowed to, and it's killing me. Maybe someday I'll put them out there.
Hey, everybody, this segment is brought to you by Mayor and Company Accountants. If you dread handling your personal or business taxes as much as you dread having Big E dog sit your dog, let Kyle Mayer handle it all for you. Kyle's a pro. You can trust him. Don't waste your time trying to figure out all those damn forms, numbers, and deductions. Leave it all to Kyle. Call him today. Now's the time. It's tax time, man. Call 248-521-0016.
What are you doing over there, E?
Nothing.
Stomping all over the floor? Are you mad at me now?
I think it's really whatever, man. It doesn't
bullshit,
matter. I think that when you say, dude, I was just saying that you're awkward because you're being weird with them. I think though at first it was portrayed as if like I'm being like weird because I'm weird around animals. It's just because I don't know what to do. So that's all. I fucking love animals. Maybe not
Nobody
as much
questioned
as you.
your
but
love for
No,
animals.
I didn't at all.
I don't know. I
you
think it was a
hated
very
animals.
unfairly whatever. It doesn't matter.
Unfairly portrayed?
Yeah.
It was, I would describe it as awkward.
Yeah, but I don't trust
Yeah.
either of you how you describe things I do sometimes. So
First off, I said thank you. I don't know what else I can do. And then all I said was you were awkward. I just saw a brief snippet. Jay corroborated that that view.
Whatever.
And
It's
now
fine, man.
you're
It's
in
all-
a stew.
I'm not in a stew.
You are in a stew.
I'm not. I'm fine.
And we're in this new studio. I don't know where the carrots and potatoes are yet, but I feel like you're in a stew. And it's
I'm
it's
fine.
Big E History Day. E.
is.
You should be ecstatic. You should be so jubilant today.
E, I took the liberty of binging thesaurus awkward. Would you be more comfortable with bungling? Clumsy?
Bungling.
Inexpert. You're
I would
inexpert.
I would
But he's
accept. clum-
paid. I don't think inexpert is right. He's paid to do this job.
I would accept. What did you say? What was it? Clumsy.
Clumsy,
I'd rather-
fumbled, amateurish.
I'd rather have clumsy over awkward.
What about
Incompetent?
bungling?
What's up? Which word did you say at the last?
Incompetent.
Yeah, I'd go with that over awkward.
I think that's way worse than awkward.
No, because the reason because I am incompetent with animal. I don't know what I'm doing. So, but it's not. Awkward makes me. I don't know, man. I just took it a weird way. It doesn't matter.
Ineffectual, unpolished.
Yeah, those are all good.
bungling. I think why are we bypassing bungling?
I know, it's
It's
great.
a great one.
I liked all the other words except all the words out of the thesaurus I liked other than
So the
awkward.
only thing I did wrong was use the wrong
I think I've
verb. That's what I did wrong.
was how you
called
used
you,
it in my mind.
Called you awkward. Had I just called you inept, you would have been fine. That we wouldn't be having this 9-minute discussion.
It's not what you said, it's how you said it.
I think it's an adjective for the record.
Oh yeah. God damn it! I knew I was going to do that. Correct me though. My mom used to do it. I hated her for it, but I liked that she
Being
got.
corrected. Yeah.
Yeah.
Verb's an action word, right?
Yeah. Noun is a person, place, or thing.
Yeah.
Verb is an
adjective.
action word, like running.
Yeah.
That'd be a verb.
Yeah.
And so, what did you say? The other adjective.
Adjective. Describes someone.
Oh,
Something. It's a
God.
descriptor.
Wish I had teachers that would have taught me that. So it's a descriptor. So if I say E is inept, E is retarded.
Yeah.
Those are all verbs. He's a piece of shit.
No.
What are you
I mean,
talking
or
about?
adjectives. They're adjectives. He's a piece of shit. Would that be
An adjective still.
an adjective?
You're
Okay.
describing me.
He's a fucking asshole. Adjective.
Yes.
He's a house. Noun.
Well, you're.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you're describing him as a noun.
I'm just trying to differentiate noun and Adjective.
Noun is a person,
Did
place, or
you
thing.
guys have to? I don't know. Do kids have to do? For one, do kids have to do distill, Jay? And did you guys have to
Diagram a
a sentence?
You know, I got away with not really having to do that, and I have no idea if my kids have to.
I don't even know what that is. How come you guys know something scholastically that I don't have any clue?
like,
Like diagram a sentence.
Yeah. You'd have to there'd be like a sentence, and you'd have to write things down that said, this is the pronoun, this is the adjective.
Really?
This is
Do you know what a pronoun is?
Not really.
What's a pronoun?
I had to do that maybe for half a year one year, but I got away without doing a lot of that shit. And I don't know what they teach the kids nowadays.
I know they changed up math a lot.
Yes.
I think
Oh my
they changed
God.
up math.
Common Core.
Yeah.
It's crazy the way they teach it now.
Yeah. What's a pronoun?
Pronoun.
I'll show you. I'll show you what here's.
Is it a professional noun like
A word that can, pro period noun.
Yeah.
A word that can function by itself as a noun phrase and that refers either to the participants in the discourse, I, you, or to someone or something mentioned elsewhere in the discourse, e.g., she, it is.
I'm more confused now than I was even a minute ago when I asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I or you would be a pronoun.
So if you look up there, Mike, this is like what this diagramming a sentence would look like.
Yeah, I remember having to do that.
Oh my God! This is the first time I've ever seen this in my life. It's not my fault that I don't know what these things are. I was never taught this or asked to do this.
Dude, I never knew how to do it. I only knew sometimes I knew what a verb would be, and sometimes I would know like that you had to do subject verb. But
Yeah.
You get into these prepositions and object of the preposition. Fuck
Oh
that.
my God.
Yeah, forget it. You're talking to a guy here that when I got to fractions in math, like algebra, when I first got into that, was like x over 2 equal or times y over 4 equals, and I'd be like, well,
Yeah. You start to bring non-numbers into it. Lost me.
yeah. Well, what I would do is like they would go, okay, so if they said c over 4 times e over equals something, and I go, well, c must be 3 because that's the third letter in the alphabet.
Oh yeah, you told us about this.
I'm
this
dead
was
serious,
was an
dude.
enormous disclosure about a year ago.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe this.
Yeah.
Remember this one, E?
Yeah, I am. I
Yeah.
was doing something.
I didn't know what else to do, man.
Dad
It
was like, wait a second.
my
You're
dad's like a
telling
math
me,
major. He was like brilliant at
You're
math.
telling me you're assuming C is 3 because
Well,
it's the third letter in the
Yeah,
alphabet?
It just makes sense. If it's actually a number, why wouldn't you just call it a number?
So in every equation, he's assigning 3 to the letter C.
Yeah, and 4 to D.
Sure.
I mean, they caught
so
on
on.
quick. I didn't do that for very long before someone went, "What the fuck
Yeah.
are you doing?"
Must have been like, why are they always using the number 24? This X. Why? Why are they doing this?
Why? How did you get 24? I need to know how you keep getting to 24.
What is the significance of 24?
Well, A is 1, obviously. B is 2. And
Wow.
It's like, oh, wow, you're a special kind of retard. Wow. So that was the extent of my math. You hated math too, though.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Sucked at it?
Ugh, awful at it.
Would you only get through calculus?
No, I failed hard in math. Like I took the bare minimum.
When you went
Really?
to college, I mean, obviously, I know you have to do general when you do your.
Yeah, I did
But-
the
but-
lowest general I could, and then stopped.
When you were in like law school, you didn't have to do any of that shit anymore, right? It was. I'm just wondering,
In
like,
math? Like,
I don't know.
math
Maybe
in
there's
law
some
school?
maybe there's some weird shit. Where
No,
you,
that's why people go to law school because
Okay.
they suck at math. I'm serious. There's a
Okay.
lot of people who are
Really?
just like, dude, I can't even handle math
Yeah,
and
I'm
sciences.
out. I'm just gonna go where
where I can
Really? Is
talk and write.
Did you have to do any math in college at all?
I had like one. I think I probably had maybe 3 to 5 credits worth of math.
And could you take
that's
just some
real-
like fucking basic?
I took as low as I could, and just
Really? So they have mandatory shit like that to get your degree. Like, oh, you got to take a gym
yeah.
class.
dude, they scam the fuck out of you in a 4-year college. Yeah, they make
Yeah.
you take all these general eds, and that's why a lot of kids they'll go to like community college and get that out of the way their first year.
I think that's getting more and more popular too.
yeah,
to
pay
do
a
it.
Dude, that
tenth
seems
of the
like-
cost just to get the math and the low level writing or whatever they need, and then they move
Yeah.
on to the real nuts and bolts of what their major is.
Why wouldn't people do that and pay
Because
$30 for
Because it's a
credit
scam,
hour?
and,
It's a
they tell the
scam,
kids
and-
they have to do this, and it's
Yes.
cool. And I was
And
just
everybody wants to go have the college experience and
Yeah.
party their asses off.
Well, plus I was
Sure.
just telling Jay this morning, just this morning, I was telling him that like, we talked about some of these like the gender reveals and this and that, and I was and the promposals, and now what they're doing is regular kids, not kids that are I'm a basketball player. Regular kids are apparently doing like reveals on what school they're going. Like
College reveals.
Yeah, just like me going like, oh, I could go to OCC, I could go to Central or whatever, and it's like,
Doesn't society see what the problem with that? I mean,
hey, it's all about the dopamine rush. If they can get 50 likes, right? That's what it's all about.
I mean,
Heart this.
it's so show offy. Like, does no one go, hey, kid? No one gives a shit if you're going to Florida State or Michigan State. You need to have everyone over here, film it, post it, and ta-da! Like,
Describe for me a non-business use of Facebook that's not show offy. That's
Yeah.
what it is, man. It's all built to show off your shit.
True, except I mean, Facebook works if it's done like normal people with 30 people that you're following, and it's like you've got families spread out all
Yeah,
over
so
the country.
You're showing off what your kid's doing, or what
Yeah, but you're not
doing.
showing it for the world. You know, like that's the thing that seems so weird about these. I don't know.
well, and to me, I was telling Jay like,
It's all they know.
Yeah.
It's all these kids know.
but I was telling him like the thing is like to me that kills me with some of it too is though, you know, sitting there, oh, looks like I'm going to again, like I said, maybe you're going to Central if you're in Michigan. Oh, I'm going to Central, and it's like, man, I don't know how many kids I know that don't end up finishing that 4 years or, you know, switch things or switch schools and this and that. It's like, how about just wait till you graduate at least and be like, hey guys, I'm gonna be a journalist, or hey, I'm gonna be a scientist. I mean, this idea of like going and
then you could say, well, tell me when you make $1 million, dude. When you're a famous journalist. I mean, at what point are they allowed to post?
Yeah.
What are the rules here?
I don't have a problem with you posting, you know, hey, it's Saturday, it's game day, and you're in the parking lot tailgating from Munn Field or something, and posting selfies with all your gear on. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Kids do that, but you know. I despise the gender reveal parties of your baby or all the stupid shit like that. What college you're going to?
Well, what about this, Jay? When you
Fuck.
say when does it stop? Okay, I don't mind them posting they're going to a college, but the notion that Becky down the fucking road has got her 8 schools here, and she's like, "Where am I going?" It's like nobody cares.
Then don't watch it. How do you know about this, E?
Yeah, I've never
What are you
even heard of
watching
this.
this for?
You're getting me worked up, E, and I'm going, fuck these kids.
'Cause believe it or
I've
not-
never even seen this before.
Well, believe it or not, I do show prep too, guys, once in a while. And I scan shit and try to find stuff.
Well, I get it in a way, you know, when you've got the kid that's playing in the Army All-Star football game, you know, high
Exactly.
school football game, and he's got a Clemson hat, a Sparty hat, a Wolverine hat, and a Florida State one. He's like, where am I going? And it's like, yeah, where are you going? Pick my hat, pick my hat. Because, you know, that guy's going to potentially, you know, tear up the field and make your team win. Like, that makes sense. But Becky down the street, no one gives a shit. Where's Becky going? Oh, my God.
The one I watched today, and I did not watch the whole one, but it was like a 17-minute YouTube video. Like, it started off with
Can
her.
you find it and pull a minute of it up, dude?
Maybe I can try, yeah. Just a second.
Is there even a reaction at the end of that? Are people like, oh, my
I
God,
don't
I
even
knew
know.
it. This is amazing.
I don't even know.
People upset?
Let me try to find it, I guess. But
If we can circle back to it.
okay.
Boy, oh boy. If I owned one of these hotels, what is the play, Jay? If you had one of the 9 hotels around the world, these luxurious hotels that the Sultan of Brunei owns, what are they supposed to do? Because people are like, boycott these hotels. And for them, like, all their social media has been ripped down because they're getting hammered. Mm-hmm. The Beverly Hills Hotel and the Bel Air, and there's like 9 of them. Total. The Dorchester Collection runs them for the Brunei, the country, and they put out a note, and I don't think this is the way to go for them in light of recent events. And they sent this out. Dorchester Collection is an inclusive and diverse company and does not tolerate any form of discrimination. Although we believe in open and transparent communication, we have reluctantly deactivated our hotel social pages due to the personal abuse directed at our employees, for whom we have a duty of care. Our corporate social media pages remain in place. Our code emphasizes equality, respect, and integrity in all areas of our operation and strongly values people, culture, diversity amongst our guests and employees. And it's like, people are going, cute. You know your owner's stoning gay people to death and stuff, so...
Yeah, that's what caused them to blow up your social media accounts.
Exactly. It's that now you guys have all 9 of their hotels have shut it down. So, yeah, people have said... Peter McGuire asked, big name Pete, how can you say you don't tolerate any form of discrimination when your owners murder gay people by stoning? Seth Darby. In light of recent events, honestly, you write this as if you've been the victim of a terrible injustice. Where are the public statements from your staff and management condemning your owner, his brutal regime? Not good enough.
Not period, good period, enough period.
Get better.
Do better.
There he is. Do better.
Another says, no staff member should be abused, but have a think about what you said about inclusivity and diversity. Let's be clear, you are funded by a nation where children are whipped and gays are now stoned to death. They do have a point.
They do.
You know, we're talking about the Dorchester and 45 Park Lane in London. These are the ones you can't go to right now. You might be hissed at or booed when you walk in. The Coworth Park in Aston, the Beverly Hills Hotel, Hotel Bel Air in L.A., Le Meurice, and Hotel Plaza Athene in Paris, and the Hotel Princi di Savio in Milan. All their pages have been deleted. The Hotel Eden in Rome has made its Twitter account private. That's as far as they've gone so far. But I don't know, what is the play? Do you just shut the fuck up and stay out of it and be like,
Yeah, the mob will recede.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you think they just
They'll
move on to
calm down,
just move on to the next
Of
thing?
course. Yeah.
E, did you find the picture of that car, the Ferrari? I can't get enough of the.
Is this one of the custom Ferraris built for the Sultan?
You want me to pick up a specific one?
No, I just wanted to get a look at it, and I'm reading this. Someone, one of our listeners sent us, might have been NFL Bob, sent me an article. He's like, you got to read this about the Sultan and the princes and all that, the cars. And so they're talking about the nephew, and we've talked about him, Prince Abdul Hakim. And he was 20 years old in 1994, and he at this point he inherits two things: access to the $40 billion fortune, and his family's pension for spending it. So in the 80s and 90s, this is when they did all that car buying, and that wasn't good enough for them. And so he kept calling these major car companies, going, "I want something different and original." Like. He's asking for specific shit.
I don't want to drive an 82 Accord.
Yeah,
you know?
right? Can
Can't
you
blame
imagine?
him. Billionaire.
Oh, forget it. So he ends up bankrolling a fleet of special custom vehicles, ordering the most coveted cars in the world by the half dozen or more. Their notorious collection, located in concrete garages surrounded by razor wire, patrolled by armed Nepalese soldiers known as Gurkhas, numbered in the thousands. Several of the cars, one of a kind, specially built for this dude in Brunei, could be found nowhere else in the world. For his next order, Prince Hakim again wanted something special, a Ferrari with a semi-automatic transmission. At the time, the tech didn't exist on any street-legal vehicle in the world. Prince Hakim was used to getting what he wanted. So, as a teen, Prince Hakim decides he wants to learn how to play American football. So the royal family pays Joe Montana and Herschel Walker to come to Brunei and teach him the game.
Awesome.
No one was allowed to tackle the prince, who scored touchdowns every time he touched the ball. Awesome. Guess what he got for his 18th birthday? What do you think would be a cool gift if you're a prince and it's your 18th birthday? I mean, a piece of ass.
I was going to say, bitches.
Bitches, but I think, bitches, he's probably been getting those since he was 10. He's got dope cars. Maybe you get a couple cars.
What do you get a prince?
Does anyone want to guess? I mean, think big, gentlemen. An island?
Yeah, I guess shit. I don't know.
Volcano. I don't know. Just
A
throwing it out
volcano.
there.
Okay. An active one or a dormant one?
An active volcano.
Holy shit. I wonder how expensive an active volcano would be. E, what's your guess?
Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna just go a country. Or no, you can't do a country. So an island, some island somewhere. It's kind of a
Shouldn't have
volcano.
given you an island. What'd you get for your birthday this last birthday, E?
I don't know. Some tickets to a concert, I guess.
That's pretty cool. You know what Prince Keem got?
What?
$1 billion in cash.
Jesus Christ.
Like a bunch of suitcases lined up.
$1 billion in cash
It's awesome.
for his 18th birthday.
It's like, you open up that card from your aunt with the $20 in it. My man. Yeah. Billion.
But
A
really,
billion.
he's got the credit card with no limit. I mean, does he really? It's like, oh, great, you took the billion out of bank and put it here. Yes, great, you took $1 billion out of bank and put it in my bedroom.
Right.
So for
It actually is significant. Didn't it say he makes only $2 billion a year? So right, or one of them did.
well, that was just on the oil.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the oil industry or
But
whatever.
still, that's half
$100
of his,
a second.
half of his oil fundings.
God, if I could make $100 a second for like a month.
He had the opportunity. Remember that?
Oh yeah, But his was very limited in time.
It was a limited chance, but it was a chance to make big money per second.
It would have paid out like a couple $100,000 an hour or something.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was. We did the math, E.
Yeah.
What did he have to do again, Jay?
He had to dock.
Yeah.
I forget what docking is.
Yeah, what is docking?
Docking is the insertion of one man's glands into the foreskin of another.
He just had to hold it for like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
right?
for 5 seconds or something. And then we were going to give him $2,000?
Something like that.
Yeah. And so, yeah, we extended it. It was like, dude, you just turned down a salary of like $200,000 an hour.
It was an unbelievably high hourly rate, and he turned it down.
So, he receives $1 billion. So for a job like this, Prince Hakeem knew just who to turn to. Legendary automotive design house, Carrozzeria Pininfarina, I'm butchering that, I'm sure, which had completed some one-off versions of some Ferraris, Bentleys, Jags, all that kind of stuff for him. So the assignment comes to Paolo Garella. Garella's team would take the Ferrari Testarossa, crank up the adrenaline. It was a tall order, but Garella had the experience and vision to do this job. And so what this team built would become one of the most mysterious and compelling sports cars ever, one that would come to be known as the Ferrari FX. And that's a picture of it there. And so having designed the original Testarossa in the 80s, this group was very familiar with the car. In fact, they'd already been involved in a custom job based on the Testarossa called the Ferrari Mythos, a drool-inducing prototype shown at the 89 Tokyo Motor Show. Ferrari made it very clear the Mythos is not for sale at all, period. Somehow two of them end up with the Sultan in his garage. The only requirement, Garella says, was the semi-automatic trans. Until then, cars like the Testarossa, almost exclusive 5 or 6 speed things. And so they turned to this, it's called ProDrive, a company that makes, shifters and stuff. They were kind of feeling this out to see if this would work, having these, auto shifter things. And so they start making this custom thing together. Anyway, it ends up becoming the crowning achievement on this car. And it was unlike anything done before. Delivering a car to the royal family of Brunei isn't as simple as rolling up in a transporter. So these guys often loaded cars into massive Antonov aircraft, then sent them to Brunei unfinished and had crews complete the work on site. The cars needed to be perfect before the royal family saw them. Occasionally, this led to panic-inducing deadlines. The team once flew a custom Bentley B2 to Brunei the night of a birthday party for Prince Jeffrey, Hakeem's father. Condensation from the flight made the car wet, and many of the electronics weren't working. The car had to be hand-dried and delivered to the palace in the nick of time. Hours later, though, Garella got a call that the steering wheel wouldn't line up perfectly straight. The team pulled the wheel apart and were still working when Prince Hakeem suddenly walked outside to present the car to his father and the entire court. Garella hid behind a pillar. The royal family was not pleased to find their newest vehicle in pieces. Around 3 a.m., Brunei officials seized their passports, effectively holding them hostage. Another time, they were converting a Ferrari to a right-handed drive, and somehow this caused the turn signal indicator to stop automatically returning. And so they notice this is a problem. Again, they suspend their passports and whatnot. So Jeffrey's exploits during this spending spree have since become stuff of legend. 4 wives, 18 children, all over the world. He commissioned life-size bronze sculptures of couples having sex. Why did he do that? To offend his more conservative brother Mohammed. So life-size statues of people fucking. Let's see if there's anything else.
Bottom line, these are rich assholes.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, man. I'd love to. They see some of these cars have never been driven. They're built and
They got to be perfect, though.
Yeah. So there's an American guy. When Jeffrey got thrown out for wasting billions and billions of dollars of the countries, they said some of his shit got seized, and so they made 4 of these Ferrari FXs. One in blue, the others were in like the standard red. And so there's a businessman in California that ends up over 15 years, $1.5 million, gets this car. And, it's got like 1,000 miles on it. And, it's just sitting there. They're trying to get it fixed now, but they said it's a big if that any of these cars can function. It's likely that the 5 other FXs have rarely or more likely never been driven at all. Few have seen it. Fewer still have seen what it's capable of. There's a 26-year-old mechanic. He's seen the FX's guts all over the floor. So they're trying now to make sense of this transmission, getting it working again. It's a work in progress, slow process, and it's a combination of F1 and space technology, and there are no schematics.
I don't understand. So they built cars for these guys that don't work?
I guess they worked, but they just they sit there and technology moves on, and then these things, I guess they don't fucking work, and they don't know because no one's ever driven them, and then they get it, and it's like nobody knows. It's basically R&D that the Sultans, these high-end companies, like they were basically doing R&D for supplying us with research and development because we were able to do the carbon shit that is common on cars now. They were making them do that on these super sports cars years ago, but yeah, what a shame. These beautiful cars are made specifically for them, and there's a good chance that they've never been fucking driven and don't work now.
Oh my God.
Ugh. Yeah.
If you want, by the way, are you moving on or not?
No. Go ahead. What do you
if
got?
you want, there's
It
several.
looked like I was boring the room, so I was going to move on. Go ahead.
There was several, by the way, but this happens to be the 15-minute one that I saw this morning.
Oh, the reveal?
Yeah, like again, there's several of these if you really look around, but this happens to be this one where it's like 15 minutes long, dude, and she's like
17,000 views.
It starts
Holy
in her
shit.
car.
Is this
Of course
chick
she's
anybody?
hot.
Is she somebody?
No, as far as I know, because there's 40 comments on this.
Does she
page.
look like she's way older than someone just starting college?
Yeah.
Well, here you can.
Go ahead, hit play.
Just wanted to do a little disclaimer before we start the video, and that's just, this video is mostly meant for friends and family. However, if you are a young kid trying to figure out what college you want to go to, or just in that kind of time period of your life,
Show you. Here's
I give a little.
So here's this.
And so I would have to go to a community college for 1 year and then transfer. And UT was.
So she's
actually
got
one of the
Auburn,
top choices
Texas,
for a while because of the prestigiousness of it.
Southern
And
Cal,
like,
Washington,
some big
Stanford,
sports
Penn
teams.
State, Georgia.
And so
I don't know what
I was there for a
Syracuse
while,
is
and
one of those,
I
yeah.
wouldn't want to
And I guess
follow
she's
through
talking her
with
way
Yes.
through each one,
Yes.
what it would entail.
Oh my God. So what does she ruling out Texas now?
Yeah, for whatever reason.
I hate her.
Oh, she's done. Look at.
Yeah, before I continue, I guess I should kind of backtrack and explain.
Yeah, please do.
Like, what I was looking for in a college. What I wanted was a school that had pretty good spirit.
This is labeled college
had
decision
interesting
video. I
education,
applied to
lots of
13
things to do
schools.
around there.
Lots of things to do
And
and
if
good
not, an
spirit
interesting
is what she's
location,
looking
a
for.
really
Wouldn't
cool
you close the
college
door?
town that I could explore.
Like,
Also, a place with lots of diversity
clean.
where I could meet
I don't know,
new
just like
people.
every little.
And then somewhere with good academic programs, and I would dare say that all the
Diversity was
schools I
listed
did apply
before
to
academic
had
programs.
pretty good academic programs in general, and so. I
We
think
sure
I
this
made a good
isn't
decision in
someone?
the end,
Like,
so
because,
let's
An
continue.
influencer of sorts?
yeah,
So,
does she already
I
have a
did-
YouTube channel that gets like 1 million hits a day? Or?
I guess I don't know. It was in the story of other ones I looked at. Like, there's like these idiots. These have like 3 million views for theirs, so they might be somebody. But these were in the stories of this, just that this is happening.
Gotcha.
Like-
College decision 2018. Are we going to the same school?
And look at
Who
this.
is liking this video?
This one-
71,000 people liked this video.
Brooklyn and I are seniors and about to graduate high school, so it's about time. We finally announced our big college decision. Do you think we'll go to the same university? Watch the video to find out. This is
Who?
Brooklyn and Bailey, but they have a check mark.
Yeah,
so
it looks like
there's
they might be
somebody.
somebody. But if you go through these stories, like I said, you'll see. I mean, it's clearly
3
just regular.
million views.
Is there any chance on earth that Brooklyn and like Bailey are not going to go to the same college?
0.
I mean, why on earth would Brooklyn and Bailey break up now?
Right, exactly. Plus, I mean, again, as you mentioned, obviously they're ugly. You know what I mean? Some fat.
Right, yeah. Why are these chicks always so hot?
Right, crazy.
Is there a dork on there that's got like 30 views and is
You
like,
know what,
yeah,
I
I'm thinking about going to, you know.
I could look. I'm sorry, this was kind of on the fly because I didn't think we really would actually talk about it, but it's,
Wow,
Yeah, 'cause
that's a
you're-
thing, huh? Wow.
It's sad. I'm sorry.
I know, dude. You know, when I was reading it and I was watching it and trying to make fun of him, I was like, I don't want to be just a quote unquote old man going, these dumb kids and their videos and these are stupid.
Well, someone has made them believe that everything they do is important and other people want to see it.
But they're proven correct because 17,000 people have watched it. So I don't begrudge them for just throwing it
No,
out
no,
on YouTube.
Arizona-
The hot chick. People are watching. I imagine that most people have 50 fucking views on these things. I don't know. It's all of it. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I know, dude. It's just something I saw and I was just like, fuck, man, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. When I'm looking down those lists, I don't know these are the first ones that pop up on YouTube, but like most of these have thousands of views, and I know they're again first ones that are popping up.
Do you know? Have you paid attention at all? Either the gender reveal parties or the baby?
No.
You know, is it a boy or a girl? Did those get lots of hits too?
I mean, I don't know if people film them, I guess, but they must, I guess. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck, man. Sorry, dude. I'm just looking down these things.
Well, that's all right.
Everyone's huge. I mean, thousands of views on these things.
Well, those are the ones that are going to
Yeah,
come up top.
I know.
It's all right. I actually am starting to feel really bad for Joe Biden, Jay. I swear to God, I've turned completely around, and I feel like, holy shit, this guy's getting railroaded. Like, didn't we announce yesterday, like, until someone comes out and goes, he fingered me against my will, leave me alone. 3 more women have come out. Is this making women look bad at this point? Like, oh my God, he touched my shoulder, and I felt it was inappropriate, but I didn't know what to say. Like, okay.
I mean, is it making that? It is weird that you're coming out now, and it's obviously politically motivated at this point. So I guess I'm not super surprised that there's this group.
Why don't we say what he did to these 3 girls really quick? It's not even that long of a thing, and see if it's like, okay, lady, get fucking over yourself. Stop it. Vale Yount, Sophie Karasik, and Allie Call were telling the Washington Post yesterday about instances that made them feel uncomfortable. So the total number of women now in recent days is 7. So Biden had to put a Twitter video out yesterday. Do you have his Twitter video?
Yeah.
Fuck. One of the women who came forward met Biden in 2016 at the Oscars. She was among 51 sexual assault victims who took the stage with Lady Gaga. She was telling Biden about her friend who had died by suicide when he took his hands and pressed his forehead against hers. That's kind of weird. The whole, like, Eskimo kisses thing.
Clearly his thing. He likes head-to-head contact. And
Yeah,
it
he
doesn't
did.
necessarily matter
He gets
how
the
and not dickhead to dickhead, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
She appreciated Biden's support. The encounter made her feel uncomfortable. She didn't know how to respond. This Yount chick, said she met him at the White House as an intern. They shook hands before he put his hand on the back of her head and pressed their foreheads together as they spoke. I was so shocked that it was hard to focus on what he was saying. I remember he told me I was a pretty girl. She said she believed his intentions were good, but it was kind of inappropriate behavior that makes many women feel uncomfortable and unequal. Call, the third chick, met Biden in 2008 when she was working as a staffer for the Democratic Party. He squeezed her shoulders and held her for a beat too long. Call now works for a nonprofit that fights sexual harassment. So this is her livelihood. So I don't blame her for coming out. She brushed off the feelings as discomfort at the time and because she was so nervous and excited to meet him.
I don't feel bad for him.
No?
It's so socially weird. Number 2, I know that woman who absolutely,
Yeah.
I completely 100% believe that he propositioned her in that
right,
crude
that's the
way
thing. You know
described.
that. So
And then 3rd, he's part of the system that built these rules.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
just, it's eating itself alive, and he's part of the system that is making that up. That's saying you got to be completely woke, you got to be completely
Yeah, you're right. You're
proper at all times. And so, dude, you weren't, and it's obvious that these are odd interactions with people. So
Well, even
sorry.
when-
Yeah, and that's kind of how I feel
Sorry,
too.
dude.
Is like the left for so long has been nickel and diming these stories. I'm like, oh my God, he did what? He did that's inappropriate, and blowing these things up. And so it's like when you see someone on the left get stung by it as it comes back to bite them, it's like, fuck them. That's how it feels, pal. You hug someone too long. Now, well, then you got to go too. If you want to cut down everybody else, you've invented these stupid rules. The hypocrisy is hilarious.
So why do you feel bad for him?
Well, at the same time, I feel like it was fun. It was funny for a couple days to be like, what did that chick say? I felt gross and
Confused.
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 Gross and confused.
Gross.
It was funny. We laughed about it. It was funny. And then knowing exactly the woman that's like, hey, you want to go in bed and suck my cock? We've talked about that before. And it's like, yeah, fuck this guy. But now all these people coming out of the woodwork, it's like, okay, it was funny and cute for a while, but seriously, are we going to be in this world now where you can't even say, oh, you're a pretty lady or something? You can't tell someone they're pretty or good looking?
He helped
really?
make the rules.
But you
I
know what
know.
though Jay said? You know what Jay said the other day when he was trying to like not defend him but play maybe devil's advocate that maybe he's just a weirdo and he doesn't realize this is weird. But like in this day and age, like Jay said, he built this thing up. Man, there's no question at some point someone said to him, You know, one of these women at one point said, "Dude, it's kind of weird that you're always touching."
Oh,
him."
yeah.
So the idea that he, you know, was not informed at this point in his life, that even if that's his thing, that he couldn't have been like, "Okay, I understand that I have a weird thing here, but I'm in public office. I shouldn't do this anymore."
Yeah, this isn't news to him.
right.
No, he's fully aware of it, and I really believe that he's been, you know, viewed as like a hero and a badass for so many decades while this has been going on. So it was easy to just dismiss, that's just old Joe being Joe, no big deal. And so now that it's coming around, he's got to make a video like this. And it's like, dude, you are 78 years old. How bad do you need power
I know,
that
man.
you're willing to go on your knees at this level?
That's a great point, dude.
Fuck.
Just give up.
Just
dude.
go, you know what? You know what? Clearly, I've lived too long. The times have passed me by. You guys are in some weird, fucked up world
I'm
right
gonna
now.
hit the beach.
I'm out. Peace. Biden out. I don't need money. I don't need to work. Good luck.
Such a great
Sail
point,
off.
dude. Such a great point.
Go ahead.
Okay.
But no, instead you get...
Folks, in the coming month, I expect to be talking to you about a whole lot of issues, and I'll always be direct with you. But today I want to talk about gestures of support and encouragement that I've made to women and some men that have made them uncomfortable. And I always tried to be, in my career, I've always tried to make a human connection. That's my responsibility, I think. I shake hands, I hug people,
Yeah.
I grab men and women by the shoulders and say, you can do this. And,
So you want to suck my cock in the back.
Whether they're women, men, young, old, it's the way I've always been. It's the way I've tried to show I care about them and I'm listening. And over the years, knowing what I've been through, the things that I've faced, I've found that scores, if not hundreds of people have come up to me and reached out for solace and comfort, something, anything that may help them get through the tragedy
Trying to
they're
justify
going through,
sniffing
right?
women's hair.
And so it's just who I am. And I've never thought of politics as cold and antiseptic. I've always thought it about connecting with people. As I said, shaking hands, hands on the shoulder, a hug, encouragement.
A whiff of the hair.
Now it's all about taking selfies together. You know, social norms
Great
have begun to
opportunity.
change,
Yeah.
have shifted, and the
Social norms
boundaries of
have
protecting personal space have been
Otherwise,
reset.
you know,
and I get it.
basically I lived too
get it.
long.
I hear what they're saying.
You said the rules
I
of invading
understand it.
personal space
and
have
I'll be much
shifted,
more
they've
mindful.
changed.
That's
Dude,
my responsibility.
It's always been fucking
my
weird.
responsibility, and I'll meet it.
No, you guys are
But
bitching
I'll
about it
always
now.
believe
That's what's changed.
Governing, quite frankly, life for that matter, is about connecting.
I'm listening.
About connecting with people. That won't change, but I will be more mindful and respectful of people's personal space. Oh, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I worked my whole life to empower women.
Oh,
I
have
worked my
you?
whole life to prevent abuse.
What about that chick you asked to
Dude.
suck off?
Someone set up a camera in Joe's library office and said, "Joe, take the tie off. It looks too businesslike. It looks too cold. You know, loosen up. You're at home. Undo that top button on your shirt, you know, and open that coat up and really, you know, kick back. We can take a couple. We could do a couple takes of this.
This is his casual look. Most of us would throw a hoodie on and some sweatpants.
Right? Could you imagine?
He takes the tie off and unbuttons the top
The top button is unbuttoned, yet he's still got cufflinks or whatever on and a sport coat.
Gross. What
Dork.
an awful
You know,
existence.
He's at home in his library, sitting on a fucking one of those weird lawyer couches.
with his legs way too crossed. You're not
Way
telling me
too.
his balls are killing him at that point?
How do you guys do that? You full cross-legged guys.
Dude,
How
no.
do they? Are they castrated men?
You
Is
go
that
ankle on knee at
Ankle,
most.
knee.
You don't go
Thank
knee
you.
over knee. Come on, Joe.
never? I have friends that do that, and I'm like, how? Maybe I don't know, but
Do you
gay.
think when he does these, like, and I don't, there's nothing wrong with, you know, everybody in history gets old and then you don't know what's up. So when he does this on Twitter, though, like, do you think, like, he even knows, like, what he's really, like, does
Like,
he,
yeah, let's have the Twitter people come out and film me.
Yeah.
I'll do a short video.
let's have the
And they can go
tweeters
ahead
do
and-
something. No, let's do one of those tweeters.
it's just curious to me, like, if he would actually know what he's doing, or if he just knows that he needs to film something.
I just love that he's like, the rules have changed about personal space. No, they haven't, dude.
No.
You did that 20 years ago. That's weird as fuck. Sniffing
Yeah.
somebody's head, going in for an Eskimo kiss. Excuse me, an Inuit kiss.
Yeah, of someone you don't know, especially at a fucking rally for sexual assault victims.
Yeah.
Dude, someone pours their heart out on stage about how they were abused, and your answer to them is, "I feel you," to grab them by both sides of their head, smash foreheads together, and rub noses. fuck me. That's just, I think it's for the most part innocent. And believe me, at this point, the ball's rolling, and these women are getting lots of fucking love. It's like, how brave. You're so brave. And so people will eat that up. There's that dopamine rush you're talking about. I can be interviewed by the Washington Post, and I can tell my story about how I felt uncomfortable when he touched the small of my back with his hand for a picture.
Do you think a diddle is coming? Do you think somebody's going to claim a grope
I
and take
think,
him out?
Boy, if someone is sitting on a diddle and like waiting for the perfect time, it might be now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Today, tomorrow.
Because at some point, people are going to start turning and go, oh, fuck this. Now this is just stupid.
Right.
Now it's just dumb. So, you know, if you're out there, you know, someone who's sitting on a diddle or sitting on a fucking forceful rape or
maybe someone
I passed
asking
out
you
and he
wanna
didn't
suck
stop.
my
Yeah. Now might be the time.
Now might be the time to lay that all out there. But, oh, Joe, how much power do you need that you're willing to grovel to the Twitter sphere?
Dude,
Ugh.
that's so right, though. You're right when you say that. You're like, you look at him, and he has to make this video, and it's all right. And it's like, dude, you know what? You're right. He should just go like, fuck, man. You know, I didn't know I thought this might skate a little bit. There's more coming out. Fuck this, man. I'll
Politics
go do
isn't for the weak of heart, man.
No,
This
it's
is
for
how
the
it goes.
asshole of heart.
It is.
And the thing is, you know, I would have respect. I would if Joe Biden just put that video out a month ago and went, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I am seeing what's going on in society and the hashtag Me Too environment, and I guess it just kind of hit me this weekend that I've probably crossed lines with personal space. Obviously, I've never, you know, attacked a woman. I wouldn't dream of it. I've fought like a champion for their causes my whole life, trying to make them human just like men fully. But you know what? I'm reassessing my personal way of conducting myself around women. I just hope that no one out there was offended or felt uncomfortable in any way. That was never my intention. And I've taken personal stock. I'm going to change that. But no, we wait till 7 bitches come out and go, I'm feeling uncomfortable. I feel like, and now you're doing the video.
How is he
Dude,
does
had
know,
he done
though.
that, he would have got whaled, man.
Why?
A sign of weakness like that, they would have jumped all up. Same 7 women
No,
would have come forward. Yes.
No way.
Yes, they would have.
Yeah, they would have, and people would have gone, yeah, this is what he was talking about. He's changing it. He already said that. I think he gets more in this soft,
Dude,
pussy
you
fight
don't admit something like that.
where you're taking personal responsibility on your own. You're taking credit and learning. This is growth. I wish more men would do this. He recognized himself. Maybe, just maybe, I've been offensive at times, and I don't want that. You think
My
that's
sense is he would have got whaled just as hard or harder. Honestly,
Mm.
that's my opinion. But dude, I have zero like feeling for this because it's just, again, he's part of the system, man. It's like,
Yeah.
that's what your party and your side has become. So live in it, man.
Yeah,
Might not be suited for a dude like you anymore.
yeah. It's not. You're 78-year-old white-haired fucking white man. Go away, Joseph. I still think and you know the attacks are probably unfair, but I don't think he should be there. Shifting gears completely. Have you guys heard about this forever roll of toilet paper
No.
that Charmin's coming out with? I call it the 3-day roll of toilet paper for those of us without a gallbladder. But for normal people, it's the forever roll.
What?
Yeah.
Is it just enormous? What?
Charmin's new toilet paper can last a month and is the same height as the Washington Monument when unraveled. It's the new Forever Roll. It's a giant roll. It contains 850 sheets for single use, 1,700 for a multi-use roll. Laid out flat, it measures 550 feet in height.
What do they say is like the typical use? How many sheets? How many of the little squares do people typically use?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
What
But
would you guess per shat? Like,
per shat or per roll?
no, you take a shit. How many of those squares do you use?
Oh, boy,
Because that doesn't
it
seem
varies a
like
lot.
850 in a. I mean, that doesn't seem like that much to me.
I feel like I use 850 now.
They're saying that person could use it in a month. Wow.
The Forever Roll is so huge that it even has its own holder and stand. All right? The roll cost $5.49 for a one-time purchase. Cost is $4.39 when shoppers sign up for a subscription. So you can have these sons of bitches just delivered to your house each month. The rolls can be purchased online through shop.charmin.com, and videos on how to set up the stand and wall mounts can also be found on the website. Look at that son of a bitch, Jay.
That's substantial.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like one of those commercial ones, the ones that are bolted to the side of a
Sort
stall,
of,
and when
sort
you
of.
open it up, they replenish with a
don't-
roll about that big.
Okay.
Maybe.
You never seen it, Easus?
Oh no, you're right. 100.
I
Sorry,
have,
sorry.
but
I'm
those
looking
are the worst toilet papers ever. They don't have Charmin in them.
You're right. Those
You know
are
what I mean?
really
Like-
thin. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jay's right.
single ply. On average, Americans use about 57 squares of toilet paper every day.
Each
57.
individual
Yeah.
uses 57 squares. Does it say, like, what if you had bad Mexican the night before? Does that change?
Just average, man. That means somebody uses 3 and somebody uses, 100 and...
Because if you get one of those, like,
12.
pasty dumps where it's like you can wipe for 3 years and not
We're
get
all
anything out of
familiar
there.
with those.
Yeah, that
right, Easus?
weird,
Sure.
kind of bronzed almost, and it's just
I'd say pasty is the best way to...
pasty. Yeah.
Put it, yeah.
I don't know what that is. It's almost like, you're playing in dirt and all of a sudden you hit clay. It's kind of the difference, and so
how much does this
that guy's using way more than 58 sheets, though.
Yeah, what's the price per square? What are we talking?
Well, it's a little more expensive. But
Well, then why do you need it? Why do you
Right.
want this? You want a whole new friggin'
Well-
holder and everything?
all right, say they recognize at Charmin the Forever Rolls may cost a bit more, but they offer convenience with a subscription service. And dude, if you think about it, toilet paper shopping stinks.
That's why I don't do it.
Yeah, you
Paul
don't. But
brings
if you
me
did,
paper products.
does he bring you all your toilet paper?
Dude, is this news to you?
No, I didn't know he was like. I knew he brought you paper products. I didn't know he supplied all of them
You're
all the
kidding.
time. No.
I haven't bought toilet paper in 30 years.
Wow.
My father-in-law brings me paper products. It's weird. I know. Nobody ever asked him for it.
Hold on.
He chases down deals, and that's why I asked you how much per square, because he knows, man. He knows all over town who's selling what per square.
Wait, so he doesn't just find a good deal, and when he comes over, he's like, "No, look what we got in the trunk for you," and it's like, "Oh, great, another 100 rolls of toilet paper."
Yeah.
You have enough that you don't have any overlap where you got to buy some.
I should take a picture sometime of my garage.
Why don't you bring some over here? What's the matter with you?
You guys have no idea how much Tide laundry detergent we currently have in my garage.
Jay, help a
heard you
brother
mention
out.
this
I
thing.
gave you a fucking TV and a
It's
bike.
this thing, man.
Bring me some Tide. I'm desperate for some Tide
Bring
and some
some
toilet
Tide
paper.
and toilet paper
Dude,
tomorrow.
toilet paper. Do you have any idea of
like
how much
gold over
money
there.
a fucking gallbladderless man spends on toilet paper?
What do you go through a day? You
A
go through-
roll
Oh, my God.
Oh shit.
ish. On a bad day, 2 rolls.
Yeah, you're hurting that average, man. 57 squares.
Yeah, I could take that bell curve and throw it way out of whack.
I've heard people talk about before, by the way, when you mentioned like toilet paper, and obviously people know me with my poor hygiene, but we all like.
I bet he uses 3 squares a day.
Right? But
Seriously.
I don't know what I use, but we in America, like, a lot of people make fun of the idea of the what is it? What do you call it?
Oh, you got it.
The water comes up and cleans your ass.
The bidet.
Oh, the bidet.
And it's like, I heard someone one time say, like, dude, everyone in America's like, oh, you fag using a bidet. And it's like, dude, you use water to wash everything else in your life. It's like this hole in your ass. There's like shit coming out of it. And you're just like, nope, this dry paper is
Yeah.
good enough for me.
Yeah.
Wipe this dry paper across it. That'll do it.
What is the why? Because there is something a bit homo-y feeling about it. Like you want some fluid shot in your asshole?
I know.
Oh yeah.
Well,
but
or you throw your hand down there and
I know,
feel your asshole.
God forbid you break through a sheet of paper.
There's typically 500 squares per roll on 2-ply. You're going through 500 squares a day, dude?
Maybe.
Oh, man.
That's 10 times the average.
There are also starter kits and free shipping. All right. With the starter kit, shoppers can buy 3 multi-user rolls for $29.97.
Okay, I need to know what that is.
That's the
price per
multi-user.
square. I need a price per square.
Okay,
as
so
compared to a normal
so that's
roll. That's all I care
1,700
about.
sheets. Dude, get your pen out. We all suck at math in this room. That's 1,700 sheets. You get 3 of those. So 1,700 times 3.
Okay.
All right. And they'll give you the paper stand, the toilet paper stand for free.
Got 5,100
Okay.
sheets. I'm ready.
How many?
How
5,100.
much does it cost?
It's $29.97. So are you going $29.97 into?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did that wrong.
I think we Did you do it backwards?
Dividing it to divide. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it!
All right. So,
I forget where I was.
so you had 1,700 times 3, 7, 21, 2, 5,200.
How about 1,700 is one roll? It's $10 a roll, dude. Right?
Well, yeah, but you're also getting free delivery and you're getting a free toilet paper stand with
Yeah, but
that one. That's like
stand you don't
starter
need.
kit. That's a starter kit.
But the stand that you don't
Going
need.
forward, you're spending $5.49
Per roll.
per roll. Yeah.
They are not telling us price per sheet for a reason here, Mike.
Well, can you Bing on their website? Are they avoiding that?
Charmin?
Because what did you say the price per sheet was? Price per square was on a regular roll of Charmin?
Well, let me look.
You won't have to change your rolls so much, or deal with recycling cardboard rolls. That's got to be worth something.
This is bullshit. This is PR. No, they're trying to build a better mousetrap by just putting.
By the way,
no.
do you even want necessarily
This big ass thing?
This big ass thing next
Yeah.
to you, and toilet paper that's now getting just like the particles and shit's getting all on that. I mean, I don't care, but some people do.
Yeah.
So that stuff is just
No, if you walked into someone's bathroom and saw that, you might go, "Oh God, someone's got problems over here."
Yeah, man.
You're addressing a problem at this point.
It's industrial size.
Yeah, and if you've got a single-family home with industrial-size shit tape delivery, that screams there's problems going on over here.
They've probably done studies too, and the more that a person sees on the roll, the more apt they are to use more, right? So you're
Really?
like, there's plenty there. I'll just use more.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, I've
I'll
done
whip
that.
out more of that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the psychology behind it.
Dude,
I'll
that's
bet.
actually
Boy,
really
oh
a good
boy,
point, dude.
it is a great point because when you get that you've got down a half an inch
It's
left on a
amazing
roll.
what you can do.
It's amazing what you can do with a wipe, fold over,
When
and a
you have
rewipe.
to.
Yeah, if you can fold it over one time and then use the other side.
But if you're looking at that all day, it's like, bring it on, man.
Yeah, you're right. They've stumbled onto a way to rip us off. They're charging us a little more, but acting like it's convenient because we don't have to buy as much, knowing that we're going to
Full well.
that we are going to fucking just be like,
Plus, now you're not shopping at all. By the way, you're not shopping for prices with Paul. I mean, I can only imagine if you
Oh,
can tell.
this would drive Paul nuts.
Dude, if
what,
he sat-
do me a favor, run this by Paul next time you see him and
I
go,
will.
hey, I got an offer here. What do you think of this deal? If he goes, are you kidding me? He could probably break down mathematically why that is a ripoff and to be avoided at all costs.
Well, now you're just at the will of the fact that now it comes once a month. This
Got
is the
this
price.
dumb holder, so I'm more apt to stick with it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a great idea in a way on their part.
That's how those companies
boy.
do that, right? They want you to buy an electric toothbrush so that then you have to buy all the shit that goes with them. The razor companies,
Totally,
they give you
dude.
the free handheld razor, but then, oh my God, the blades
Oh,
are $1 million
yeah.
once you run out of the initial
Yeah.
pack.
Yeah.
I just trim now, and I trim it like once a month now, and that's it or whatever. But when I used to do
You're pointing to your balls right now.
Yeah,
for the
of
record.
course. But when I used to use you're right, the Gillette ones or the Mach 5s or
They're
whatever.
so
Dude,
expensive.
it was cheaper
Yeah.
to just buy a new Mach 5 every
Yep,
2 months than
it
it
was.
was to buy
A pack of blades.
right.
Yeah, the 3-pack of blades, outrageous.
It'd be like $40 fucking or something,
Yeah.
and it'd be like 20,
Yep.
15 for the.
So what do you guys use to shave your face?
I don't shave my
I'm
face.
short nipples to knees, as you know, and I
Yeah.
simply use a just 10-cent, Target
Yeah, that's what I use. Just a
Yeah.
primer.
single-use thing.
I
Oh,
had,
no,
I
that's
had
all
someone
right.
recently shave me, my beard, as a trial, and I was really glad you guys didn't notice or say anything.
Really?
Because I'm always afraid of the
they
AJ whatever look from Backstreet Boys or the Prince beard, and I've never done anything like that. And so I was out somewhere, I was getting a haircut, and it was like, let me touch this up. And I
So
was
they
like,
took
oh,
it
okay.
off your cheek and just brought it down and formed it.
They just formed it down the cheek and then the neck too. And I was just like, oh God, the guys are gonna notice this. I just know they are. They're gonna notice.
Was it with a straight
Oh yeah,
edge?
it was the fucking full razor blade.
Yeah.
Really got in there
Isis and I
tight.
can attest to
Right.
that. We were at Detroit Barbers that one time.
Feels
got
good, though,
matching
doesn't
Prince
it?
beards. Oh my gosh, just close as
Dude,
hell.
I got to do it twice because when I got my
Your
hair,
head,
when
yeah.
I got my hair shaved, he did my beard for me as well, and dude, it was cool. Like I liked it for sure,
Yeah.
having a legit guy know what he's doing.
There's still something weird about someone having a razor blade at your neck.
Sure.
I mean, they could literally take your head off if they
could.
wanted. It's like,
a lot of trust.
Sweeney Todd the barber.
Yeah.
Dude, so what do you your answer to me was I don't shave
I
it.
don't.
What are you talking about? You
I
have a
don't-
beard like 4 feet long if you
no,
didn't
I
shave
just
it.
use a
disposable.
no, the electric trimmer. Yeah, I just have a beard trim that I hit it with once a month.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's all.
So you always have stubble? I've never
Always.
noticed.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
I'll have to look at you more.
Yeah. you were doing that for a while. Now you're pretty. I mean, do you have to do that every day? Do you have to tend to that face
when
every
did I
day?
shave? Today, I think. Yeah, I think I did.
Shit.
Yeah.
Can you imagine tending to your face every single day?
I don't have to, but
I know, but you do. You've been shorn pretty regularly. I mean, that's part of your basic routine at this point.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for you. It's a lot of work. Do
trying to
you
look
cream
clean.
up too?
Well, you gotta have some cream, dude. What do you think? I'm dry razor in my face?
Yeah, no, that doesn't make
I
sense.
know. Do you cream?
You know, my
up?
dad
Cream up
used to.
proper.
My dad used to squeeze that baby powder stuff. Like, it's got all the holes in the top, and then powder the face. Talc, and then get that fucking Norelco.
Hold on. He put dry powder on his face?
Yeah.
What?
You know
I've
the one
never
where you
heard of that.
squeeze it and it just like
I don't know what you're talking about.
and it poofs. It's like talc or baby powder. I don't know what the hell it is.
Boy,
It
I
always
didn't
looked
know you
weird to me.
did that prior to shaving. I thought
I
it
don't
was
think-
a post-shave thing or something.
I don't think the man's ever used a straight razor on his face. He loves that fucking square with the silver top.
The Norelco?
Yeah, I think maybe. I don't know. He's used it forever. Yeah, it's crazy. So where do we land on the? Because I've thought a little bit about those super toilet, the ones that clean your asshole for you. Does that eliminate the use of toilet paper altogether?
Well, I think you need then a hand towel to dry your ass,
Yeah,
right?
you still need something.
So then you're just blowing through washcloths? I don't
Wait,
know.
No, I think it would
There's
just.
got to be a built-in hair dryer down there in the toilet, right? That pops out and blows your asshole
don't
dry.
think so.
I've actually never used one, but I think you'd still just use toilet paper. I just think the difference is you're using the water to actually clean it
Oh,
out.
yeah, I'm sure it's
versus-
more effective.
Bing the world's best toilet. And I'm not looking for all the bells and whistles with like the sound system and
Well,
stuff
I'm
like
going to
that.
get the Serenity Airflow. You know that. The
Well, that would
stinkless toilet.
yeah, the scentless one. But what's the one that Stern's always talking about now? That like you take a
Squatty
shit.
potty or something?
Yeah, but there's one that all the celebs love, and I think it washes your asshole for you too, and might even play with your balls while you're shitting or something. I don't know.
You know, there's lots of opinions on what the world's best
I know
toilet
it's
is
not gonna be
apparently.
just one.
Is it a
I've got
Toto?
the top 10.
Yeah, what do you got?
I do see a
If you
Toto
say it, I
here.
might know it. Yeah, Toto's great.
Okay, let's see here. The Woodbridge, the Toto Ultramax 2.
Now, what is the benefits there?
It's
Which
a
one of
high
these-
efficiency model. It only uses 1.28 gallons per flush, yet
Don't
manages
care.
to make flushing powerful and quiet.
I don't care about the environment.
It's a good-looking unit.
Does it clean my asshole?
It doesn't appear to. How about the Swiss Madison? You ever heard of that?
No. How much is it?
One piece offers a sleek and seamless design that makes it a choice toilet for a powder or guest bathroom. Dude, the Woodbridge seems to be big. Woodbridge and Toto's. You know, you've got that's pretty unique.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
Toto's.
It's badass. I'd like to just hang out in that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'd come over to your house and just like, hey man, I'll be in the bathroom if you need me, and just hang out on that dope
Sitting
toilet.
there.
Which I want one that cleans my asshole, because I know there's one that's really
You should have
popular
had
right
me
now.
Bing bidets then.
I think this is a Swiss Madison. One of. I'm sure there's
Wow.
several kinds. But
I could do work on that. Yeah, I could. No,
Doesn't look
there's
very comfortable.
Shit, what is the one? Squatty potty. I know you're saying, but there's like maybe I can look in the break because we got to take a break anyways. And E's got to do some history. Are you ready? E?
Sure.
We'll do that next. But there's one specific I'm talking about. And they swear by it that it cleans your asshole perfect. And I wonder if you can eliminate some of the toilet paper because it's a cost that is killing me right now. It's going to bankrupt me. The cost of toilet paper. So give us a minute. We'll be right back.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break. continues now, bitches. Here are Mike and Jay.
I don't know what the Detroit test is.
I think she's still alive at this point. Jeez, you know what I mean? Marilyn Gallagher.
What percentage would you put on it, E?
If she
I'd
wants,
give it 40% maybe.
I'm sorry. Once again, I've failed at that task. But
Hey, speaking of death and injury, if you suffered a traumatic accident or injury, don't call the billboard or TV attorneys. Your first call should be to Ogden Legal Triage. Ogden Legal Triage will find you the right personal injury attorney for your case at no cost to you. They will negotiate the best price and save you time, money, and hassle. Who better to help find a lawyer for you but a lawyer? Ogden Legal Triage. For more information, go to firstcalldetroit.com.
All right, I think I found it. We got to get to E's history in a moment here. E, I'm ready to get my learn on.
all right, then.
Jay, remember, is a visual learner. We'll do that in a moment. But, Jay, I think I found the toilet for
Okay,
me.
what do you got?
I've got the Washlet G400
Washlet.
by Toto.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple color options. I've got a glazed cotton and a grayish one.
Sounds nice.
Yeah. So this son of a bitch has a 3D tornado flush system. All right.
Explain.
Which sounds good. I don't know what that means, but dude, 3D tornado flush system. I'm sold. I'm
Sounds
in.
effective, yeah.
The CE Fiontech ceramic glaze. We've got it's sleek and low profile, remote control operated.
Does it wash your butthole?
Front and rear warm water washing with temperature and adjustable pressure control.
Now,
so you could fucking get the pressure going to the point that this thing blows your ass
Dude,
out
that
if you
thing
want.
looks like a washing machine, man.
Yeah.
obviously, there might be different. This I typed in exactly the
Essentially it
number
is.
you said, so this is probably it.
It's a beautiful unit.
Heated seat with temperature control. I don't know if you guys have heated floors in any of your rooms.
No.
I did in my old, when I redid the bathroom in my Berkeley house, tiny little thing, I put heated floors in there. Greatest fucking thing in the world to get out of the shower and have heated floors. Unbelievable. If you're redoing a bathroom and you do not put heated floors in, you are an asshole. Remote control operated front and rear washers, air deodorizer, dryer function, illuminated touchpad, 2-user memory. So you can put yours settings on there, Jay, and then I can have my own settings too for when I come over. Auto open and close lid. You ain't touching your fucking lid. We've got a flush pre-mist. It cleans the air in the toilet before you take the seat, before each use.
Bottom line me here, Mike, what do I have to pay to get this thing off the lot, man?
Well, I mean, it's not, dude, sometimes comfort comes at a cost.
I
And,
understand
It
that.
regularly comes at a cost.
well,
usually.
you know, it'll set you back about $3,300. But, dude, to have a warm butthole, nice, cleaned out, air dried. Dude, I think we could eliminate toilet paper with this thing.
Well, that's the thing. I looked up bidet use, and apparently you still need to wipe your ass with toilet paper and or a washcloth. So
Why?
Where's it getting us?
I mean, if you hair
You're all
dry
wet,
your
man.
hair,
You're all
why-
wet.
If you hair dry your hair, you don't need to towel it dry afterwards.
Well, I guess you don't have to, Mike. You could wipe your ass down with a bidet and then just walk with a wet asshole, I guess.
I don't want a wet asshole. I
I
don't.
know.
Nothing worse than that swamp shit in your underwear when you're running and it's hot out.
Nothing worse.
You know.
Need some Gold Bond.
There you go. Isis, I'm ready to learn something
Hey,
today,
it's
man.
This Day in History with Big E.
Okay, I'll pull up. Here we go.
I am a visual learner, so what are we pulling
this
up?
will be
Oh,
the generic-
my gosh.
Oh my
will be
God,
a
is it
gen-
9/11?
Yeah, guys, you remember September 11th?
It's my
Twin
birthday
Towers.
tomorrow. Who knew?
So I'll pull this up as kind of a placeholder for right now. I have some earlier pictures, but today,
Boy, oh boy, that was a gorgeous day in New York, wasn't it?
1973 was the day that the ribbon was cut on the World Trade Center buildings there in New York City.
What year? 73?
73.
Wow.
So it's like, dude, just like any of these things, my God, you know, human red tape and blah, blah, blah. But it was like 1939 when the first concept of an idea of this happening came at a World's Fair where someone thought that they could
For
have...
this building in New York?
Yeah, kinda. Someone thought, maybe not like this exact thing, but like someone thought in a World's Fair that there should be like a concept of a world peace would come through trade, world trade. hence the World Trade. Like, so there's this idea that in New York, if we had this place where we could have a world, people would meet from the world to do trade, it would create peace amongst the world, which, as you can see,
worked well.
Obviously worked very well.
I'm sorry, E, did you say the ribbon cutting was for groundbreaking or for the open?
No, this is like the actual open. So it finally, it technically, like, the buildings were all done and residents had been moved in. I mean, it started in 1970 in the first built in the north building, I think, and the south building 1971.
Who were some of the main tenants?
I do not know.
Oh my gosh.
But it's still, even
was
though,
it businesses or just people?
Yeah, businesses. But even though people started moving in 70 and 71, it still doesn't have the official, like, red cutting of the thing, and
oversized scissors,
and like mayor saying that this was a great thing for the city, and yada yada.
So
April
people
4th.
had moved in, and if you moved into the North Tower, you were there maybe 2 years before a grand opening ribbon cutting
You gotta
ceremony.
have soft openings and whatnot. So.
Boy, oh boy.
So how much these fuckers cost, Jesus?
Well,
I gotta say $500,000 easy.
At least.
400 million. It sounds like in the end.
Present
was
value,
total,
please.
About 2.3 billion is what it cost.
He's learned so much from you. He knows how to prep now.
But so here's the thing. Some of the interesting I think suppose about it. Like
Hold on,
I said,
2.3 billion present value. What did the Freedom Tower or whatever it's called now cost?
I don't know. I didn't look into
I
that.
would love to know that.
Well, you
boy,
can
oh
look
boy,
at
that's going to be on my mind the rest of your presentation.
You know, it is what it is. So, anyway.
I know it cost fucking almost 3,000 lives, E. That's what you should have said.
Yeah, don't discount that, E. Jeez, I can't believe this.
Rude.
Wow.
So
insensitive prick.
Jesus Christ. So anyway, what my point is, like I said, 1939 is when there's this first concept that this thing should even happen, and it just takes years and years to make happen. This is where they were at. What ended up becoming was called Radio Row, and it has nothing to do with being on like radio stations.
Explain that, E.
But just like in typical like human, you get your Little Italy and whatnot. For whatever reason, the street that the Twin Towers were on, there was like a bunch of just like radio stores, like Radio Shacks, basically.
Ugh.
But places that just sold radio, this and that.
Jam boxes
Antennas and whatnot.
Yeah, antennas and shit. So they called it
Their
Radio
own
Row.
brand of battery, which stinked.
And so when they finally, and it took, at one point there was a 4-year like lawsuit when they finally agreed that someone comes in, we're going to build these buildings, it's going to be good for the city, this is going to be the location. And then even at that point, it took another 4 years because the people that own these shops and people that live there are like, this is bullshit, we don't want you to, all the government offered them was $3,000, no matter how successful or unsuccessful
Doesn't seem fair.
business were. So I suppose if you were an unsuccessful business, it might have been okay. But there was plenty of people who were like, dude, I got a successful business here. I got a location. I don't want to spend $3,000 so the government can come in and build these buildings.
So you're telling me that some guy that's got a little shop there selling I Heart NY t-shirts got fucked?
Yeah.
$3,000 to move along?
Well, people had shops and homes, by the way, too. There was some people in homes that were displaced. And another thing that was happening was the Port Authority in New York was going to build this, but they had to technically have approval because the Port Authority was created to deal with transportation in the New York area everywhere. Like I think it's 20 miles within the 20 miles of the.
You got this.
The Statue of Liberty. I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't say like a certain more. I don't know. Just like a place on the map, like a coordinates, but they just literally chose the Statue of Liberty and said anywhere within this amount of miles, Port Authority had it. But New Jersey and New York had to agree, if they were going to build something like this. And New Jersey didn't want to do it because they're like, why are we going to spend all this money too? And Manhattan's going to get these buildings. We're not going to get the benefit. And finally,
I think Jersey's got a strong argument.
Right. I mean, for sure. And so finally what happened was there was the train system that New Jersey kind of owned was running in and out, had been doing really well in the early days and was going to shit because they'd started making tunnels where people were driving in. So New York kind of said, well, the Port Authority will take over these trains. You have, the debt that was, all this, we'll take care of it. You don't have to pay for this shit anymore. And then they were originally going to build these towers on the east side of Lower Manhattan. And they said, we'll move them to the west side so then people coming in New Jersey for jobs, it won't, because it was going to be, I guess, a bitch based on where they was going to be originally. So then finally New Jersey signs off on saying that this is okay, in their agreement with the Port Authority in New York, Manhattan, that they can build a building.
Remind me how high these things were?
So
they're pretty high.
They were the tallest building in the This is actually kind of funny. They were the tallest building in the world only for a year, and Sears Tower takes over. I think they were about 1,360 feet-ish. But here's the thing. They were actually... How
many meters is that?
I don't know. But they were 110 stories. But they were the creator when they got the dude and signed up on this guy.
The Japanese architect.
Yes,
isn't
it is. And when he signed on to
Tokohami?
do it, he was.
I think it was.
Referring to the Die Hard.
M-I-N.
Nakatomi Tower.
Mike, you're pretty much Japanese and whatnot.
Yeah, speak it.
M-I-N-O-R-U.
Manure. It's a manure building.
Y-A-M-A-S-A-K-I.
Manure Yasaki. Very good.
Yes,
very famous building.
So here's the thing. He was, in his design, he was only going to do it 80 stories. Each were only going to be 80 stories. But they had
so typical of Mr. Minoru Yasaki.
Yeah.
I mean, 80. Why
always
always
overshooting?
Why is he always stopping short at 80?
And I can switch some of these photos to like some earlier shots and constructing it and stuff here.
And honestly, Minoru Yasaki probably knew what he was talking about, because are those targeted if they're only 80 stories?
That was a concern, by the way. They said, so when they were building this,
they were worried about Al Qaeda.
No, but
aircraft.
The person that owned the Empire State Building actually took out an ad at one point saying these buildings are going to be a danger, and then planes could hit them. More, he was probably just worried about the money that was going to go into buildings that weren't his. He probably wanted his building.
Well, that was the original big dick in the sky. So he didn't want these other guys come in.
These things dwarf that too.
Oh,
right?
I know.
So the thing is, though, what I was saying when he was going to make them 80 and they become 110, it's because they promised the Port Authority, like in their thing for this, they promised a certain amount of square feet of office space, and 80 and 80 wasn't going to do it. So they literally only made it more because they had to have, to get like the grants or the money.
Yeah.
They had to have a certain amount of floor space. And the other thing is the famous kind of like, if you look at these aren't great because that one's not great, but if we all kind of are familiar with the windows, the kind of small windows in the trade centers.
See a plane fitting right through there.
Those are the reason the windows are is the designer was terrified of heights. And the small windows he felt gave him a comfort, like it didn't make him feel as worried about
pretty selfish thinking, isn't it? Afraid of heights, big tiny windows.
So there was that. I'm trying to, but yeah. So there was. Trying to think what I got.
So did anything crazy happen there ever?
I will say that there was about 10,000 people that were spent building it. And 60 people died during the construction of it. I'm not going to get into 9/11, man.
60 people died during construction?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot, man. Seems like it, yeah.
I mean, but this was a really...
they died on site. They didn't just, die at home or something.
No, on site. This is kind of nerdy, and I don't...
Yeah, one was in a car accident on vacation in Wisconsin.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not just going to be able to explain it, and it's so nerdy, but if you really read into... The tubes that the way they made this, it was much different than different past buildings, and so it was just a lot of stuff, like the stuff they had to do to make it. It just hadn't been done on a lot of buildings before, so it was very dangerous.
Wasn't that because
of their death?
Yeah.
Wasn't it because of the water too? They're on the water, and so they had to specially dig deep. And
they had to go 70 feet down.
Use the metal rods and cement.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And so, another thing in this building that was very different was the fact of the higher you go, the elevators are such a big deal. So one thing they did in this building that was really different was they had these two sky lobbies where they had express elevators up to certain spots, and then from those certain spots you could take local elevators, and that just saved a lot of space and a lot of just availability of getting people up there. Because it takes a lot of space if you're going to have a shit ton of, local elevators versus a few
could you imagine?
Express ones.
Could you hit floor 3, please? I'm stopping at floor 3. You're trying to get up to 109.
So there was, as I said, a lot of people fighting over this too, though. The people that live in these places. And then the other thing is when they made this, in the area of the buildings, there's still... This was kind of trying to help boom an economy in the lower Manhattan. Midtown was kind of doing okay, but they kind of wanted to do something that hopefully could get lower Manhattan going. And so people that lived, there was office buildings around this, and they were really pissed because this comes in, and then because they want to have the Port Authority again has every incentive to get people in the buildings. They just made two giant buildings. They've made it very negotiable, for offices.
For leasing and stuff?
Yeah, for companies to come in. So, people then are not going to these other buildings because they really have... It's the benefit of again, the Port Authority in the city of Manhattan to have these fucking things filled. So other people, you know, there's just
So
human
what was
shit.
it per square foot when it first opened?
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
What did you
I
ever
got
figure
it.
out, Jay, what the cost of the build for the?
Yeah, the Freedom Tower was 3.8 billion, so 1.5 billion more than the
Wow.
present value of those two.
Well, it had to be at least.
Do you know when the towers went down at 9/11? They were long past their warranty, right? There was no way you could get guys to go back in and fix that.
It says
you know?
that by making it the. You know, I'll say this. It says by
Because
making
that seems
it the.
wasteful. If you could have had any of that under warranty and had those redone,
30 years. Who has a?
I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I don't know.
40
I don't know.
actually,
I've
but-
never owned a fucking skyscraper. I don't know what kind of warranties they come with.
It says here, I don't know the exact, but it does say here by adding those two extra. When I said they had to add the 2 extra stories, it says it making the
20 extra
requirement
stories.
making the requirement for 10 million square feet of office space the building would have to at least fulfill. So I don't know if it obviously
10 million square feet. Wow.
So that was that. Wait, that was when they went from 80 to 110.
Yeah.
So you're talking 30 floors at a square footage of what? 10 million.
10 million square feet. It had to
10
have
million.
at least 10 million square feet to
All right,
fulfill.
quickly, just do the math on that. Bang out the other 80 floors.
I don't.
If 30 floors cost you, it gives you 10 million square feet.
30 squares cost me 10 million.
Gives you 10 million square feet.
How many
much would-
squares of toilet paper are there?
But I don't know what the.
So square foot, you got 30 equals 10 million. So what does 80 equal?
But why does 30 equal 10 million?
Because you said the extra 30 floors, going from 80 to 110, opened up 10 million square footage.
No.
And Jay asked you
It didn't
specifically
have
what
to
was the
get-
square
no,
footage.
It didn't open up to 10 million. By adding those, they had to get to a total of 10. That didn't add 10 extra million.
Oh, so the whole thing is 10 million square feet
Yes.
now. Oh, okay. So there you go, Jay. That was the answer.
I thought that's what I said.
Yeah.
Were you clear about that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Sorry. My
I don't
bad.
know. I got
just ran us around a minute long.
No. I thought he would shut it down earlier than he did. But.
Oh, you thought that I would get confused
Yeah.
what he was saying?
No, I thought
earlier?
you'd just go, no, dude, it's 10 million total.
Oh, okay.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, I don't.
I remember him clearly going, dude, I don't know.
And so I think that's kind of what I got here. I mean, I've got other stuff here, but it gets a little. I try to always copy more than I need, but it gets a little.
Well, it's interesting. I am
confusing.
a visual learner, so I
Yeah.
appreciate the
Yeah, I'll
images
throw a
you were
few-
able to supply.
Throw a few more up
It's
here.
weird that no big events happen there or anything. I
I
mean,
know.
we learned
I
about
thought might be something.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. It's just it's
94
still going now.
Yeah.
Strong.
God, imagine taking that on, trying to build at that height, you know? You're
No
just
way.
out there on the ledge.
Could you stand on the ledge?
Fuck no, dude.
What if
hate
you-
heights so bad?
What if you had to? Like, could you if you, like, someone gives you a TV show and they go, one of the things for your TV show is you have to go up to the highest building in New York and go out and look over the edge.
I could. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, dude, I just got that jello, like, tingly
I
feeling in
feel-
my legs just thinking
I
about
know.
looking over the edge.
I
the
am
willies.
Yeah, the
so-
willies.
Yeah.
Thank you. I forgot what it was called. It's the willies. Dude, the thought of that, because you know there's probably like a cement barrier all the way around. Like you would have to physically leap over it to do it, but just walking up to it, if it was
know.
like this high, it's like, fuck.
Dude,
Yeah,
even
last
if
time I had that feeling was in the gondola seats of LCA,
Oh my God,
right? You go up
yes.
there and it's just that glass
Yeah.
from your feet
Stop.
to
You're willying me. I'm willying
Right?
out right now.
and it's like, of course I'm not going to fall through this, but you
Yeah.
feel like you got to pull yourself back from it.
We've seen enough videos of like bums just like randomly pushing some guy onto the subway tracks. You
Yeah.
know, that it's like, I just don't trust that someone's not going to trip and fall and knock into me, and I go over the gondola
Sure.
onto the ice and splat.
Dude, my
I've been
glasses-
doing this, by the way, to E like crazy. All right, E, would you do this? He's like, fuck no. All right, someone's giving you a TV show. And so we took Peanut outside, and Peanut's taking a giant shit on there. I'm like, E,
Would you eat the doodle?
would you take a spoonful of that and eat it if it was for your TV show? And he went, probably.
I would say this, dude.
He
I
was
don't think.
dejected as shit. It was so adorable. He's like, I probably would.
I would say with that example, I can't promise that I would get it down the gullet,
Yeah.
but I could promise I could.
But
get
there's
it
no
in the
even
mouth.
promise of money. Like, hey, your TV contract is X.
Oh, dude, he wants
24,
to
in
be famous
other words.
so fucking
yeah,
bad.
it's
It's
fame.
insane. Just give me the show. You don't even have to. I'll pay you to do the show. He could be the star of his own show that's 8 seasons deep, and he'd be still paying them $100 a month to do it.
I remember having
Oh,
a
Jesus.
conversation with Burley one time when he thought that something was happening. I was just like, I'll just you just pay me in female blowjobs, and I'll be fine.
Jesus, bring us a word from our fine sponsor, Twin Peaks.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm good.
At every Twin Peaks, you'll find wall-to-wall TVs, scratch food, and the signature 29-degree draft beer, served by the best in-class Twin Peaks girls. Welcome to your new local spot for sports and scenic views. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
It's my girl AJ.
Spot.
Spot on. Hey, you want to watch the before we get to any email or anything like that, you want to watch the teaser trailer for the Joker?
I have seen this, and
Have
it
you? I haven't
is
seen it yet.
Quite cool.
So who
You a
is it?
Joaquin Phoenix
Joaquin
fan?
Phoenix.
Sorry, dude.
I'm sorry, I'll pot it down for now. Joaquin Phoenix, brother of River Phoenix.
Correct.
And what do most people know him from? His freak out on David Letterman's show, which
He was the crazy emperor in Gladiator.
what was the one? Was it Her? Was that the movie where he's a dork and he like falls in love with the AI in his apartment?
Oh, maybe. I don't know
Yeah.
about that one.
I think so.
He was Johnny Cash in a recent, I
yes.
can't remember what it's
Yeah.
called.
Walk
but-
the Line.
Yeah, Walk the Line.
Yep.
He's a great actor, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's
And-
got a hair lip though, doesn't he?
Yeah, but that's what's kind of cool about him, you know?
Yeah.
He's not like this pretty boy Brad Pitt type guy.
Yeah.
He's a real actor. You get that sense.
And so what is this? They're making a movie about the Joker.
Yeah, it's like the origin story of the Joker.
Okay, and they're not doing like the cartoonish version. Obviously, I
No,
should
this
watch
looks
the trailer.
really, really dark.
Really?
And that's what makes it look pretty cool, man. I
Let me
don't
see
know
it.
anything about this shit. I don't know superhero lore and all that, but this looks compelling to me.
Is it kind of what what's his name did? In
Well, there's
the,
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger killed it. I love that role.
It's
there.
along those lines, and so it keeps with the Heath Ledger / Jared Leto, who was in Suicide Squad as the
Yeah,
Joker
yep.
recently.
Does it help
Keeps
to have
with that
someone to
really
talk to?
dark
Sorry about
persona. Yeah, go
It
ahead.
starts
Isis.
like that.
My mother always tells me to smile and put on a happy face.
Bathing mother.
Ugh. Ugh.
She told me I had a purpose to bring laughter and joy to the world. Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Dancing with his mom.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's like the Bates family.
Yes.
Though it's breaking
His mother.
when there are
He's going into a mental hospital.
Arkham. Yeah,
in the
Arkham State Hospital.
sky, you'll get by
What?
if you smile.
Oh, he's creepy, huh?
Yeah.
Through fear and sorrow, smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll find that life is
He's just losing his mind.
Yeah, you can tell it's.
What's so funny? Freak.
Yeah, it's obviously the full story of how he goes downhill.
Yeah.
That's interesting though, because like
It's like
honestly-
losing it. What's it? Wasn't that It's the movie with Douglas Michaels or whatever. Is it
Doug
Fallen?
Michaelis?
Doug Michaelis. Was it Fallen? Where he loses. It follows him as he's losing his shit.
Right. Doesn't this look grim though?
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
I like
I
it.
used to think that my life was a tragedy. But now I realize it's a comedy.
Great
Oh.
choice, right? Great
Yeah.
choice for an actor for
Yep.
this.
For
Look at
sure.
it. He looks good in that full suit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, dude.
Oh,
That does
Got
look
legs,
great.
dude.
Yeah, for sure.
well, it's like, dude, we always have these bad guys, and I'm not none of us are into these movies, obviously, like we've discussed, but like that is something. That's an angle that's interesting to me. Like, how did the bad guy become the bad guy? They weren't always just.
No, it's bathing mother. The career
Yeah.
of many psychopaths has started
his
with
mother.
bathing mother.
Yeah. Daddy issues is bad, but bathing mother. Calling mother.
Yeah.
Mother.
Ooh.
Let me ask mother. Ugh. Anybody that says mother.
Didn't that one kid, the lips, the guy from that killed those people, like didn't he say mother?
Yeah, the guy
or
that drove the
something?
BMW and
Yeah,
went on a shooting spree at his
Mother, father.
mother. Yeah. Oh yeah.
See, there you go. To your
Yeah.
guys' point.
The whole thing, though, is like, do we need another Joker portrayal? Like this just all gets so rehashed and retold, and
but
maybe
it's
this is
just
great.
on him, though. It's just on his backstory.
Yeah,
Have they
nobody's
done
ever
that
told
before?
the origin story, right? I don't think.
I don't know.
I think he's just there. I think Joker's always
That's
just
kind of
been
my thing. Like, I think I'm gonna go. I'll see this, and I would not see another Batman. I haven't seen any of the Batman shit. But I kind of am interested in that.
Yeah, the backstory. I mean, the origin story has been done so many times on Spider-Man and Batman, where it's like, oh, we're starting here. We're fucking the uncle. You know, where Spider-Man gets, his uncle gets killed and
bitten by the spider.
Bitten by the spider, and
no,
isn't
Batman actually? Aren't his parents shot by the Joker? Am I imagining that?
No, they were.
I don't know if they were shot by the Joker, but they were shot in the alley, and then he grows up, and
I thought his parents were just mugged. I thought they were, or not mugged, but like
they were killed during
mugged.
a mugging.
Yeah,
and I think it was the Joker because I think it was Jack Nicholson's character in that Tim Burton movie who then went on to become the Joker.
Really?
So maybe you see this in there. I don't know. Maybe that kid that he was messing with was Bruce Wayne. I don't know.
We probably sound like such assholes.
I know people who are comic fans are screaming at the thing right now.
No, the
fucking
timing
morons.
Doesn't fucking
match up.
All we're saying
You're
is
mixing Marvel and DC.
When did the Hulk get in there? Does Batman get with the Hulk?
How about
to take
Gleek,
that guy
man?
down?
If that says Gleek in it, I'm in.
Fucking Gleek and that homo-y Aquaman. Oh,
yeah. How'd that movie go?
I don't know. People get so mad. They're like, dude, fucking Aquaman's a beast. Whatever.
Sure.
All right. Do we have any email really quick?
I'll do this one. Jerry writes in. Our
Hi,
friend Jerry from the Jacks. Howdy, guys. I hope you remember me. I'm wishing you've had a beautiful April Fool's Day and soon delightful April Fool's evening. I send my foolish thoughts and blessings. How did the Love Bead distribution turn out?
It's going okay.
Did Mr. Sessi and all the others end up with a smile?
Mr. Sessi?
I think he was one of the guys who we
talked
talked about on air as needing one.
Actually, that dude has never emailed me and got his address. So
you're still holding his beads.
I got them.
You're holding Sessi's beads.
Yeah, they're here.
I guess I'll have to catch the show to catch up myself, says Jerry. I've been lazy and crazy, not too much in demand, but busy enough with studies, presentations, helping a friend get his apartment ready for painters, and having opera experiences galore.
A friend getting
Of course he's having opera experiences.
Such is life in the big city. I'm still hoping to wear my grind hour T-shirt again someday.
That's sitting in my car. The one he's
Nudge,
talking about.
nudge.
The one he's talking about is sitting in my car still.
What is it? A grinder?
It's a grind time shirt, but like someone took like red. I don't even know, like arms, like sleeves that are like red leather or not leather, but
He called it his grind hour T-shirt.
Yes, he means grind time, but
Greetings to the pod people and the quadrupeds. You guys and Beth always woof meow. P.S. No space yet for the Jacks, sadly. Did you read that?
Not,
yeah,
I know
they're currently meeting.
They're homeless right now.
Their new spot didn't work out.
Why?
I don't know.
Who wouldn't want the Jacks coming in?
I don't know.
They're great tenants. They've proven that over 37 years or something?
Anybody,
No.
It's always the same and always different. There's always a bunch of naked guys having a wonderful time together.
That's all it is.
Yes.
Well, why you wouldn't
hang
want
out?
people?
They're very friendly. They're in and out in 2 hours. I mean, cleanup is a bit, but
that's really astounding.
We'll save the rest for next week, Michael.
Sounds good. Enjoy the hoops. Are you going to watch some hoops this weekend?
I will be watching the hoops.
You going to watch the Sparty game?
I will be watching the Sparty game. Yeah.
Is Bill going? Is El Prez?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I assume so, but I don't know that for a fact.
I'd place anything I have on it, but
yeah.
Isis, are you rooting for Sparty this weekend?
Don't be a dick.
I don't never
send good vibes.
I never cheer for Michigan State to lose. Never. I'm not that guy. But
not cheering for them to win.
I don't usually cheer for them to win. But this year, for some reason, with them beating Duke,
it's a likable team, right?
Yes,
hard-working team.
Duke, I kind of want them to win, I guess.
The new mayor of Chicago is their point guard.
Exactly. Absolutely. The gay lesbian. She loves pussy just like you do, E.
Right.
Well, you don't like pussy, but titties.
Yeah, there we go.
By the way, speaking of her, somebody
I saw that.
went ahead and
I didn't see that.
threw
That's
a green
awesome.
headband on her.
Someone else did.
Thank you to Eric.
Did you see the tweet? Someone did where they put her head on him dribbling down the court.
Excellent.
I was like, dude,
that's
perfect.
what we're looking for.
It works.
I can pull that up actually real quick if you want.
You got the tweet?
Shit. Here.
Jesus.
I don't have the tweet, but I have
that picture.
I noticed that we came on the email there. So
Stay out of foul trouble. That's what I need. We cannot have 2 quick whistles on her.
Look how good Photoshop has gotten.
I know.
It absolutely looks like she's wearing that headband. You know what I mean? Like, you used to be able to, like, sort of get it close so you get the joke. That looks like she's wearing a headband in a court in America.
Well done, Eric.
All right, have a great weekend, you guys. Go Sparty. Let's do this. It'd be nice to get them in the championship game. So have a good one. We'll talk to you guys next week.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.